Yo, what up Habibis? It's Chatty and we're back for another video today, and this video is going to be about the Abyss 1. And there's a new strat going around in my clan, the Shire. We're the first ones to use this strat, and it's involving Magmus as a defender instead of Ares, which tends to work better on an auto. So let's get into the run. What up guys? So my clan, specifically Wumbo and Air Max, came up with a strat using Magmus, and basically you run them just like you would run an Ares or a Torador. You can run them in a Morale, or you can run them in an Unshaken Will if your Magmus is not too tanky, you need him to survive a little bit more. And then you run him in a Key of Forsaken. Some people run him in his artifact, but I like him to have more HP for the run. And basically the reason people use Magmus is because he survives well on an auto run compared to Ares. The whole point of him is not to hit a high score, it's just to survive on a full auto run so you don't have to manual it. And he works better than Torador and Ares, just the way he is. And you can put him in a Watcher's Esoterist team or a Watcher's Infernal team. It's up to you when it comes down to this. And I believe Destin made a video earlier showcasing how my clan used Magmus, but he used them in an Infernal composition. So today we're gonna show how we're gonna hit 60k using Esoterist and Watcher's team with Magmus in it. Alright guys, let's get into the run. So I like to play Kigiri first, Daichan, Wukong, then Aelin. Then I like to place my Numera, and then if you have Nerissa or Pharisee, then Vorn, Magmus, Nastia, Ingrid. Then you switch stands, and then we use Numera's ultimate to get a soulbound stack out. And then you want to focus on this bar right here, and when you get the physical shield reduction or damage increase, whatever it's called, and I'll show you in a second when it pops up, we use Kigiri and Wukong's ultimate. So defensive reduction physical right here pops up. Then we're going to use Kigiri, and then we're going to use Wukong as fast as we can, and it's right here, physical damage taken plus 20%. So you want to wait for this buff that Magmus puts out continuously whenever he takes damage to use Wukong and Kigiri or etc. So you get the most damage out of it. Right here we're going to use Magmus, so he doubles his HP. So one thing I like to do is on the last part of each wave or stage, I like to use Magmus's ult halfway through the bar, so he doubles his HP and he survives the hits. Okay, looking good here. Now when his shield's taken, we have the damage defensive down. We use their ultimates. Now when the boss is about to switch his stage, you see in a second when it shows the promotion, then you can use the ultimate of, in this case, Numera, because it's the magic wave or stage. It does more damage. And then now you're going to save your physical damage dealers, because only magic is going to do much here. So Kigiri and Wukong save their ultimates, and then you can use Aelin's heal. And then I like to double on Numera's ultimate whenever I get it. Okay, so now here you're gonna see what I'm talking about using Magmus's ult. So right here, halfway, you use his ult, and then we're gonna time Kigiri's. And you're gonna see that Magmus doesn't actually take that much damage. See how he barely moved? If it was Ares, you'd probably have some trouble. So when we break the shield, we're going to use Numera's ultimate again, and sometimes you can use Nerissa if you want it to get some extra damage. Now we wait for the promotion and for the physical defense down buff to use Kigiri and Wukong. If you don't see it, you still use their ultimate. So we got lucky right there. We got the debuff. Now we're going to use Aelin's ultimate towards the end of the first bar, get some heals. Storm Surge, you don't have to worry. Just chilling. Greg's Bellow comes out. Here I like to use Wukong's ultimate, and we're going to use Kigiri's ultimate just in this video so we can get a clean run. Ideally want Kigiri and Wukong to basic attack their way through the shield and then use the ultimates, but you want to be safe. And then we're going to use Magmus's ult halfway as well. And then right here, we're going to use Kigiri when we get the physical reduction on the defense. Pops up. We're just going to use it just for this video here. Nice, we got it towards the end. Sometimes that happens. And we're able to use Wukong's ultimate right away. So we're looking good. Right when the promotion screen happens, we use Numera's ultimate. And we're going to repeat. So now we're going to use Aelin's ultimate. Seismic Slam comes, and around that time we can use Numera's ultimate. Okay. Can speed this up too. Nice. Okay, we're gonna use Magmus's ultimate halfway again. He doubles his HP or maximizes it by 100%. Use it right now, and then we're gonna time Kigiri. Use him. See how Magmus barely moved in his HP, which is really nice to see. And then we're gonna use Nerissa to help this, and then we're gonna use Numera's ultimate when the shield's down. Right now. Cool. And we're already at 52. Looking good. Now we're gonna time Wukong and Kigiri's ultimate here with the defense down. But hopefully we get it this time. And we're not gonna risk it, so we're just gonna use him. We're already at 55. We got it towards the end. Now we're gonna use Aelin and switch Daichan at the same time. It's very important here on phase 5. That way nobody dies here. Okay? And we're not gonna switch Daichan yet. You're gonna wait till the Storm Surge goes through. Now I wait a little bit, and then we switch Daichan. Okay, Drake's Bellow. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it here. Obviously, I could use Wukong and Kigiri's ultimate here and get 60k pretty comfortably, and use Magmus's ultimate. Just for the sake of the video, we're gonna try to hit the shield, but I'm just gonna let you guys know that if I hit using Wukong and Kigiri here, it's a 60k run. All right, just want to showcase we have the defense down. We're gonna use Magmus here, but like I said, we would have hit 60k right here. Okay. Now we wait for the debuff that we're looking for. We want the physical down. So hopefully we get on this run. If we don't get on the run, it's all good. Just wanted to showcase Magmus. It doesn't look like we're gonna get it. And we're just gonna use the ult. Failed run. It's all good. The whole point was to showcase Magmus and how he's useful. He didn't die. He wasn't close to dying. I could have hit 60k really easily if I used Wukong and Kigiri's ultimate right there towards the end. And I like Magmus better on a auto run compared to Ares and Tordor. So here's the damage stats. Kigiri didn't even do that well. Usually he's towards the 200s or 180s to 200s. She did good, Numera did good, Wukong was okay. The rest of them were average. We'll get into the gear right now. The thing with Ares is he's very inconsistent with how he dies in auto. Like I hit around 68 to 70 if it's a good RNG run. But I'm not trying to restart it multiple times, so that's why we're doing the switch to Magmus. And my Magmus in this video wasn't even maxed out. Like you ideally want the trigger interval to be lower, right, or maxed out on skills, so you have that physical damage vulnerability out longer, and you want your skill of this to last longer and to be less cost. So again, Magmus is in a morale. Let's go one by one. Born is in a soulbound using a spirit siphon. You can also swap it out with a blight collars. Nastia's in a soulbound, but I really like her in a Hell's Lament using her exclusive, and she is in a Tier Twilight. Numera is in a Shattered Hilt soulbound set. Dai-chan with her exclusive artifact as well. Wukong is in a soulbound, and there is special exclusive artifact. One thing that I did change was I did triple attack. I did like him better with a crit damage piece, but it's your call on that. Higiri, you really want him to Watchguard exclusive Catalysm set and his exclusive artifact. And Ingrid is an Infernal. You could run her in a Soulbound or a Catalysm also. Here of Twilight. And then where is our healer? Nerissa is in a Euphoric Orb, and you can use Pharisee instead of her. Pharisee, I believe, is better than her if she is not A1 or above, but she worked for this run. So let me just make sure I got everybody on this. Yep, we got everybody. Aelin, I guess, was the last one we didn't touch on. She is in a Taya's Balm. Check out Destin's video if you wanted to watch a Infernal composition using Magmus. This one is just an SO Terrace Watchguard run. I appreciate you guys for watching. Just wanted to showcase Magmus out for you guys and to get the word out about how we figured this strategy out with my clan, the Shire. If you guys like the video, leave a comment, and I'm gonna get a video out on the new event Grimscale. I managed to hit 600K, so that's gonna be a really good video. Appreciate you guys. Peace.